Okay, great. I'm supposed to be here, there, but I'm in San Diego for 1 year sabbatical leave. I'm sorry, I'll be not there. So today I'm going to discuss a little bit different angle of the AMRs, but I'm definitely interested in AMR issues. So today I'm going to introduce another regional hub project. It's a little bit different with the rapid. So that is Asia Pacific Infectious Disease Shield. So this is belong to GloPID-R regional hub project. So what is GloPID-R? GloPID-R is Global Research Collaboration for Infectious Disease Preparedness. So simply, this GloPID-R is a symbol of the funding agency, especially against the new and re-emerging infectious disease. So the uh, let me just give the brief history of GloPID-R. This is a funding from the EU Horizon 2020s, and currently 35 members and 7 observers, including Gavi or Bill Gates Foundation and some Wellcome Trust. In Korea joined 2014. So recently, the governance of GloPID-R is gradually changed. So we are doing for 4 regional hub structures. Among them, the Asia Pacific hub is what I'm going to discuss in today's. The Asia Pacific Hub aims to bring together research funding organizations with a special focus on defining regional research priorities and identify research gaps to strengthening capacity across low-middle-income countries in these regions. So I need to make a rationale why I have to propose Asia Pacific Regional Hub right now. So the biggest issue is in COVID-19 crisis, no rational level network exists in responding infectious disease Asia Pacific areas. So that's why I'm generated to 4 pillars for the rationales. The pillar one is specificity in Asia's. Uh, I I think is many people is from the Asia right now. In Asia is really very interesting, climatically and geographically, while cultural condition is very unique. Especially is a very favorable condition for novel pathogen to enter the human populations. In combination with the high population density across the countries, those factors are conducive to developed in local epidemics. As you know, the COVID-19 crisis, this kind of epidemics is spread out and became pandemics. So you can see the in bottom picture showed this is a lot of disease occur even today in across the Asias. But in above picture show the airport hub. And Asia has 3 or 4 airport hub like Beijing and Seoul or the Tokyo's. Even if the infectious disease occur in within 24 hours, spread out all around the world. So pillar two, global pandemic resilience. We should not only solve our problem like COVID-19, but also give the real help for other countries' problems. Because without figure out this problem, we cannot stop the pandemics. So pillar three, unmet need in LMIC during the pandemics. So help from outside is essential because So in animals countries, especially in Asian Pacific regions, we cannot figure out our own problem with our own power. So pillar 4 is this is really interesting. Regional self-determinations. In here, if we were lion, like Asian animals countries, lions, if the developed countries we think is deers. So we like meat, but deers only eat wheat and plants. So that's why they provide the wheat and the plant to lions. But we cannot digest, we cannot eat. We don't like it actually. But this kind of keep happenings. So right health for right area is really essential. And also the sustainability is very important. Even though they provide a really good support or helpful educations, but once they develop the country left, is the facility is not maintained very well. That's the problems. The benefit for both sides also critical. How can we overcome these obstacles? So luckily, I proposed this kind of problem to our government, and then we got a three-year grant from Ministry of Science ICT in Korea. Actually, the grant name is Asia Pacific Infectious Disease Shield, simply APIS. So the main objective was to establish Asia-Pacific LMIC network for collaborative preparedness against the local infectious disease and future outbreak in these regions. So how can we do it? The methodology is three. The first one is listen to real voice of LMICs. Then fill the gap and find the priorities of infectious disease R&D and preparedness. Finally, we are going to develop actionable and sustainable solutions for the next outbreak through the Asia Pacific networks. So we did MST process simply. What this MST is a mapping, survey, and target. The mapping means is we can try to funding landscape. I will explain later. And survey is we can listen the real voice from LMIC countries in once we visited, and then we can discuss in person to persons. Then we are trying to find priority selections. So last year, we successfully held APIS kickoff conference, and there are many the experts and GloPID-R's headquarters visited, and then we have a lot of the outcomes. And this year, we accelerated the mapping and surveys. Actually, the mapping was we previously doing the by hand, but in this year we collaborated with one of the national institute in Korea, Korea Institute of Science, Technology, Informations. We developed comprehensive analysis AI models, which means as a computer just generally doing uh, the on time, the mapping things. So that is the expecting funding landscape result in target Asian countries. If we select one country, like for example, Thailand, we know what is the main diseases or what is the main gaps in that countries. So actually, that is all the data. So we can also fill the for filling the gaps. We can survey approaches with the STEPIs. And so STEPI people just visited the target countries and then meet the stakeholders and discuss about the what is the real problems and our mapping result is really convincing or not. So in this year, September, we had the second APS forums in Seoul. In here, we try to develop the pilot project for promoting collaborative funding in Asia Pacific regions. In this APS forum, we have a long discussion with what is a probable pilot project in Asia Pacific regions. Very interestingly, we discussed China, India, and Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and Thailand, Vietnam. The expert is from the ministry or some research institute to discuss about what is the common interest for pilot project. After panel discussion, the common research topic was interestingly AMR and World Health. So I think this is a very interesting link together with the conference. I think this AMR is a very important issue in across the whole Asian countries. AP is also very interesting this topic, and we can try to figure out how can we support this topic in trying to making the network between the countries in Asia Pacific regions. So the future plan is GloPID-R membership expanding is very critical. We try to develop the strategy to expand the new memberships. And then also, I'm very interested establish the national level networking system because I think it's institute or universal level networking is common and were did before, but national level networking is very rare in Asian Pacific regions. I think this is very important. I think that's it for today. Thank you for your listening.